Welcome to the next tutorial on how to use the Ansteorra Management Portal, or AMP. In this video, we are going to cover how to submit an award rec. There's essentially two ways to submit an award rec. As a normal user, there's 3 buttons, 2 ways. The first way to submit an award rec is on the login screen. In this way, it will not be attached to your user account in any way. I don't want to call anonymous an anonymous light because we're still going to ask who you are, but this way there won't be an actual direct database connection between the award rec and the member submitting it. So that's to say anybody can submit whether or not they have an account. Your SCA name, we're going to be Johnny Jump Up because we like that. All right, contact phone number. Your phone number is not required. It is currently being asked for, and there's some edge cases where it might be valuable, but it's by no means required. Recommendation for. We're going to make this recommendation for Jack. Now you'll notice I typed Jack. I waited a second. It brings up people. It could be somebody completely different. Totally different person. You'll notice it says this person's not registered in AMP. That's perfectly potentially fine. So if for whatever reason it's the wrong person, then we'll clear that and we can enter another user. In this case, I'm going to give it a second. Jack of Frost. You'll notice it did a bunch of things when I picked that. So if you've got your account set up properly and people pick you, it's going to pull all their information in real quick for you. Allow you to maybe make a better recommendation. So now we know Jack Frost. He is allowed to be brought in without notice. Oh, sorry, with notice given to another important person. Prefers morning court. And Jane Francis is who they suggest notifying if they're going to be pulled in court. And the order of precedence is here. So I can take a moment, look at that order of precedence for them to make sure that the award rec I'm offering, maybe you think they deserve an iris, but they don't have any thistles yet. So go ahead and offer a thistle. Or maybe you're thinking you're going to submit them for a thistle. You come over here, you find they have a bunch of irises, and you're like, let's get them an iris because they already have a bunch of thistles. So great thing to do kind of before you go through the process. Award type, you got all of your basic award types. I will note, currently baronial is empty. That is a future feature. But all of your various award types are here. So we're going to say that Jack Frost deserves a... let's look at rapier and steel weapons. So here are all the rapier and steel weapon awards available. In this case, we think that they are ready for a talon. So we think they should have a talon. That's great. We're going to offer up a talon, and then we're going to say, why they are super cool. Right, whatever our reasons are, and then if we know what events are going to, let's go ahead and check those off. So now we click submit, and the award rec's done. Now we're gonna make this super easy for you to do more award recs. If you're in this screen, we're gonna save your contact information at the top here, so you can skip that and go right into giving somebody else an award rec. Obviously, that needs to be deleted out. So that's way number 1. Now let's talk about option number 2. We're going to log in as Jack at liveoak.workshop. So we're signing in as Jack, and Jack is going to make an award request. And there are 2 ways to do this. It's the same function, but there's 2 ways to do it. 1, the bright yellow button that's always available to you. And 2, under submitted award recs. It's visible there. But let's go ahead and submit an award rec. And this time we're going to submit an award rec for Antigone of York. We'll click Antigone. Antigone has not filled any of this information out. That's fine. If we know the preference, we can put the information here. If we don't know the preference, let's not make assumptions. We can say, don't know. We can skip the person to notify, and we can move on to what we think Antigone should get. And so we're going to say, you know what? let's go ahead and do a gold star. And then I'm pretty sure Antigone will be at coronation, because that's they're stepping down. So I'm going to submit that. So Jack has now submitted that. Thank you, Jack, for your award recommendation. Jack, you can see the award recommendation you submitted, and that's going to be available forever. It's going to be just like this running log of award recommendations you've submitted in the past. Obviously, we can't tell you the outcome of those award recs, and at some point we might age them out of this screen. This is new feature, so we'll look at kind of if this gets overpopulated or causes performance issues, then doesn't mean we'll get rid of the data, but we might, age it out of this screen if it doesn't make sense to be visible here. So there you go. Jack has submitted an award rec, and you've seen how to do it anonymously as well, or non-linked as well. But you also see why you would want to link it. And to be clear, just like the award recs on the other one, the person does not need to be in the database for them to be submitted for. So, right, you see here, I'm picking a random individual, Mingo the Tall. Now, we are going to ask if we don't know the member. We are going to ask what group are they with. Maybe they're part of Finnegoth. And then again, if you don't know the answer to these questions, don't answer them. And I think he needs a falcon. And I can't spell, but you get the idea. There we go. So, gives you a good idea how this works, and looking forward to providing more tutorials in the future. Thank you very much.